Hello and welcome back. As always, my name is Laser and the Heroes of the Storm Battlegrounds panel just concluded, and there's a couple of things we should talk about. Two major topics. This time we're gonna talk about the brand new battleground, Towers of Doom. So you might be wondering, okay, what's this all about? Well, there's a couple of things. First off, you should know that they started designing this from the idea that they want to do something completely different, something completely new. They even tried a core-less version, however that did not pan out so good. Now on this specific battleground you have 6 town-like structures, each unique in their own way. There's like a farm town, and there's like a blacksmith town, an armory town, and so on and so forth. You want to control these positions, okay? So it's a territory control map. When you control these positions, you will have the opportunity to use the Towers of Doom to deal damage to the enemy structures. Okay, that's not to say that once you control such a location, that you cannot lose it. The enemy team can come in, okay, and conquer, destroy the tower, and when a tower is destroyed, it will start rebuilding. We're talking again about the Towers of Doom. Okay, it's gonna take a little while for it to reconfigure itself, okay, rebuild itself, and then it will be under your control and reflect your team's colors, and that's how you do damage to the enemy structures. Another thing we should note is that the mercenaries for this specific battleground are completely different than what we got so far. First off, there's a sapper mercenary, okay, which will do what normal mercenaries do, push lanes and whatnot, and when they get to the core, from what I understand from the developers, they just suicide and deal a whole lot of damage, something like that, so they're not gonna go in circles. The map itself having a more circle oriented design, something like that, okay? So, and the boss of the map is not a traditional grave golem, but instead the headless horseman from World of Warcraft. Now, about this, I'm a little bit off on this one, as in, wouldn't this kind of impair a headless horseman future hero? But anyway, if you defeat the headless horseman, who again is entirely different than grave golem bosses, he will fire a volley of spirits at the enemy core. It would appear similar somehow to how Blackheart works on Blackheart's base, something like that. These cellar doors would open up and volley of spirits, boom, 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 and so on and so forth. And in a nutshell, that's about it. The design of the actual map for me is epic, okay, from what I've seen so far. It's a dark, gloomy, kind of Victorian Gothic style, but it's still a little bit perky, okay, so you don't feel depressed, sad, and whatnot. Okay, so it's a very different design than what we got so far. If you're gonna place it in one of the franchises, the only one you can place that in obviously is World of Warcraft, and the developers have been asked in the Q&A after the panel if they plan on adding future battlegrounds which are themed after the other franchises for StarCraft, or if they're gonna do battlegrounds after specific battlegrounds from World of Warcraft, like for example Alterac Valley. And well, the general answer was sure, we're excited, we want to do that, we need time, and so on and so forth, okay? But what we know, that Towers of Doom is pretty different than what we got so far. And well, that's about it, folks. As always, my name has been Laser. Thank you for watching. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you again soon.